You can't. Uh, I should just get on VR chat so I can make.
Osmanthus wine tastes the
What do you mean? Just I'm just
Every
streaming.
journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Oh, I'm about to do something that I'm gonna hate. Gambling. It's because that's part of the game. You wanna watch? Oh. Yeah. Oh gosh. I guess I gotta check out these what you recorded. Is that what I sound like from the other side of the mic? Sound weird. Oh my goodness. That sounds so weird. I should record my side so you can hear your how your voice sounds like. I should record my side. Okay, like so you can hear what you sound like. You do? Yeah. Cause sometimes you cut out and stuff. Oh, so should I get started? Right away? Okay, now watch this, watch this. I'm trying to get this character. I didn't get it. No, I don't want to. I don't want to spend them. I mean, I have. Oh man. Okay, it's not over yet. Yeah, cross fingers. I'm just gonna do that. It has to show up in yellow. That's what I'm looking for. The gold color. Oh? Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, no money was harmed. No money was harmed. Oh my goodness. Okay. You can. Oh, you don't need to anymore. This. Yeah. Thank you though. So let me build that up. Oh no, I was just saying stuff. Welcome back. Uh-uh. There she is.
Witness my magnificence!
She has different outfits too. I kind of need her. Now I kind of just need to wait for her weapon. Which will take some time. Yes.
Boats are made transferring commodities
Alright.
back and forth.
Showing the praise! Ah.
Oh. You can go if you want. I'm most likely probably getting on 4 p.m.
I'm...
1:15 p.m.
Yep.
I'll eat quick.
Ah.
What are you saying? I can't hear you. Hello? I can now. You're like you're like you're like in a microwave or something. No, well, it's not that. It's because you can still go, but I'm not going. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm so a little bit tired. Perhaps. You can still, if you wanna go, you can still go. Ah, I see. You're gonna eat me. Oh yeah, this character can walk on water. Wolfie. Is he? I don't know who that is. I mean, he sounds like a sim. Wolfie? Who named himself Wolfie? I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Just joking. I could be really mean, but I won't. I'm already mean. Wait, what are you saying? It doesn't fit me? Okay, I'm being mean now. No wallet will be harmed during this game. No wallet will be harmed during this game. I guess I'll do the quest. The main quest. Alright. Gotta go through some stories.
Add Astro.
From what I heard, the story of the main story for this is actually like really good. It's also really sad too. Yeah, I think it might be. I think it might be. Let me just go through this quest right now. I know when to stop for this quest, so be easy.
Silly churl bit.
Oh yeah, I got her. Probably I'm not gonna use her though.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the story.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on! We've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the fort.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's... Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke. Huh?
Oh, you know what? Get water real quick.
Wanna come over for tea?
the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Wanna come over for tea? Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. One client, two clients, three clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
What the hell did you do? Ow.
Toodaloo.
Oh Oh no! What did you? Hopefully you didn't see it. Maybe you can explain that you saw this on Twitter and you were just sharing it to someone. I'm a good liar. No, I'm not. He didn't see it. This if he seen it, he probably said something. Right.
Silly chick.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh. You've got, by the way...
I believe today is this month's...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Wow,
Bruh.
you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabine is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And
We haven't found Shao
who
yet.
asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hand.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening. Neuvillette!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some. In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary water. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, if the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophe. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Poisson. What, Poisson? Wait, oh gosh, it's like right here.
Oh no! What happened here?
Oh no. No one's here.
Navia should be around here, right?
Whoa, this is kind of creepy. Wait, there's only one person left here.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's some...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right. I'm not young.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg! How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is on the way.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started... The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street
Oh, it's
who happened
fine.
to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose,
You're gonna be
they
back to
suddenly
sleep within like
disappeared.
definitely an hour
were
or so,
all
right? Who
dissolved.
knows?
Those who realized
Depending
what
on how the story
started
goes.
to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
Sorry. I need to go for now.
It disappeared.
And out she goes. Seems it might be...
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished of course, we should remain ready for anything. And Traveler, Paimon, would you two...
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Welcome back.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I
Wait.
was the one who initiated.
Did he said
They
something?
were helping evacuate the residents, but they
He saw
couldn't
it?
leave in time,
Oh no.
and they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for
It's
so long,
pretty easy, you know?
and I know they weren't afraid. But
It's pretty easy to make a mistake and just say
I
that.
know where he rests.
And plus
As for
plus he trusts you since you're a female too.
gone. I just
I gotta
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy
Oh.
a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides,
by female, I met their
isn't half
they're,
bad.
they're femboy.
See?
They are a femboy, guys.
Me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa.
They're like other
We might even
femboys.
have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
Ah, how could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never
Oh.
solely relied on me. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
you can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obana,
I'm going through the story. It's pretty good.
Burnett,
You're missing out the story. That's all I gotta say.
Francine, son, as well as
That is your
Malus and
choice.
Silver. So, everyone else is safe.
That is your choice.
Still,
It's okay. I know what you're thinking.
That is your choice
And
to what picture you want to make.
the overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Yes, I know.
right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was...
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Er,
The knave? What are you doing here?
the knave.
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait,
Wow.
do you two know each other?
Uh,
We just met
Wow.
recently. Right, Miss Navia?
I was looking at the
I would call
picture.
this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this
All right.
traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say
Here.
that. You and your
First,
subordinates
I'm just
did
gonna send this
everything
picture to
could.
you. And I'm
As
just gonna send
Paimon
this
said,
email.
Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for others' salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
Yeah, she did.
Right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster.
Yeah.
It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been
But
one for
I
such
can't
opinions.
say anything on.
So
I
you're
can't say
one
anything
who
about
tried
that.
to change fate, then.
Of course. That is why I'm going
Yeah,
to
I'm
pretend
saying yes or
to-
no.
I
Yes,
still
I'm
have
saying
some
yes or
things
no.
to
I'm
take
not
care
telling
of,
you about
and
the.
the
Yeah,
children
I'm
need my
definitely
attention.
telling you about the story. Yeah.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck.
Not one
And at
time.
present, we're all
Many
busy
time.
prioritizing the rescue.
Not one time, many times.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of
I
the
didn't sleep
house,
enough.
the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family.
I
But
woke up
Linny,
like
Lynette, and
at
Fremine
some
said
bit
that they
ago.
also
Like
see
I didn't
you
sleep
as
entirely like
such,
the whole
even
hour.
though
I
you
think I
are
woke
not
up like
from the house.
around
I'm
7,
sure you
and then I saw
already
like you still
understand how
sleeping, so then I
earnest
just
they consider their friendship with you to be.
back to sleep.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
I probably do every Genshin character, including the males, especially the twins. Damn, dude, you are like... You're Zeus, bruh. But for everything. Every single thing. Not even the kids are... Okay, I'm not gonna...
One client, 2 clients, 3 clients.
Not even the kids are safe.
Toodaloo.
best so far, I think. Not even the kids are safe.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and...
Just be careful.
It's a rainy day for me. You can. if that makes it up for you. Yeah.
Can't catch me.
This is order. Charge!
Coming to be.
Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Yeah. Yeah.
Can't catch me.
The floor here isn't safe. This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
that there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things.
In that case, do you.
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So, staying, I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just...
All right. Come with us for now, then, but... Oh, no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge!
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Yes, it would have...
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. This is a familiar feeling, yet...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny?
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so...
Oh? All right.
Oh no, she's gone. She disappeared.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Ocarina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so... And as for the judge... huh? Where's Miss...
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but to...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Siri.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet as all here know, you are Master Callus's success. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly...
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good...
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together...
Huh? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and...
Ah, well, if that's what you think...
How wonderful!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
What are you watching?
To exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's...
She's a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual. Please do not mistake her actions.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle, and that is how we will enforce.
Demoiselle!
Silver, it hurts. I remember now. Everything that seemed Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will—
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot— Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence!
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, Demoiselle.
Farewell.
Whoa, that's pretty sad.
No, wait! Just a second!
The story.
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vacher?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
What?
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that.
I'm gonna finish in 30 minutes.
I've been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately.
He still doesn't know what to...
You can still go if you want.
You're probably quite the swimmer,
I know you really want to go.
Yes, of
I know
course.
you really want to go see those lands. You know, I'll make it up to you and you can go.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find the...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged
It's
to
not
meet
me.
with Boson, but when I arrived,
It's mean for me.
that the
It's mean for
facility were
me.
helping the residents evacuate.
Because I don't want you to
They had
go.
even transported a large
But you want
quantity
to
of
go.
supplies. Amid my astonishment,
Yeah, we originally planned...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right! Another one joins the party! Let's keep going then!
That's not what I mean.
Stabilize.
I end stream early, you know, but you can still go. But I'm not going. No, you can still go. Yeah, of course, I don't want you to go, but you know, you want to go.
Can't catch me.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
Don't say it like that. That sounds evil. I'm not evil.
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Come to me. Witness my great undertaking. Attaboy.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
I will have order. Press the advantage. Oh, coming through. Bam!
What? That's like cute. That's like It's like, I don't know. It feels dangerous for me to do that. Oh gosh, I'm bad. I'm a bad person. No, I can probably be aware of it, but I'm probably know that I'm doing it anyways. Look, you can still go, you know, but I'm not going. I'm gonna end stream early so that
Should
I
not be
can
any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
like wait for you to finish.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place is.
In a way, you know, in a way, it's like I'm already like making it up to you because I'm letting you go to the club. Don't worry, I'll be watching anime while I wait for you.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total. But
No, okay, no, that I wasn't going for that. You know, I wasn't going for that. I was more like trying to go for like, oh, I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for you alone, watching anime while you go to the club.
Reason dictates that the nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
There's a person kneeling.
And is that
Okay, maybe.
in the 3rd image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around him?
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly matches the.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Arc. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur.
No, it's more like, if only you were here, you know, you could have watched it. Oh well. I won't say that you will regret it because that's not the right manipulating.
The waters drowning Fontaine come before.
Like I'll do like a silent gaslighting. I'll be like, if only you were here. Oh well. I hope you have fun.
If we go by timing.
Egeria, then. I had never met her. The appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the.
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this.
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing.
Yeah, we better get somewhere.
Yeah, because the only choice that you have is to stay with me. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Go where? Oh, to the strip club. You can. I think, you know, because like we've been spending
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with this.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fluvsandre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandre is always open to you as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. Alright, I'll be on my way then.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navia! Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what...
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you
Oh,
two. What are you doing?
This is a character that I did not expect to see. And what the hell? It's such a twist I did not expect. Mona.
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here! Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told... There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but what...
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
That sounds terrible. But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My...
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Altivat. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar. Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the stars the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need...
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us... Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack...
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they seemed...
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalors, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, you're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about...
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was...
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh! You noticed! Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage? Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue, we may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydra...
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions.
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this. But who will lend...
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, Monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
So, are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Solidified!
Feel the saving power.
It's your time! Oh. Ah. This is all in! Everyone on me! Weapon to be! catch me.
Alright. I'm doing, like I said, a little bit of a short stream today. I am probably gonna do some more summon later. Maybe I'll think about it. But I gotta do something today because I think, what is it? On my another friend's birthday today, so I gotta like go do that real quick. So and the party starts at like an hour, so I gotta like go do that. So I'm pretty sure Femboy's probably asleep because I was silent the whole fucking time. So thank you for coming to the stream and seeing me get characters, do stories. Eventually we're gonna do some actual games, but right now all my friends are like fucking AFK or some shit. Anyways, I'll see you guys.